Wagwan Uno. Believe it or not, it's another 11/11 portal. Who loves them more? Nobody. Nobody. Okay? I know you wasn't expecting me. I wasn't expecting me either. I've got some messages from the angels specifically. Okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. Let's get you in here. Leah. No, let me do it like the young people. Because we're just trying to keep it hip, innit? Girl. Hey, MFE. Hey, my darling. I have got some cards because I just felt like it. Like I said, I wasn't expecting me today. I wasn't expecting me, but I'm here and have a message. I have a message. Hey, Shonda T. I'm so happy you caught me too, my girl. Girl. I have a message from the angels, specifically from the angels, but I want to add to it. So I've got a couple of decks, only two. I've got the abundance deck from my girl Ripley Jean Young. I have to put in the link where you can get yours. I love this deck. I'm a little bit obsessed, but you know me in a new deck. I'm definitely going to be obsessed for a new deck. Just going to bring the mic a bit closer. What's the sound like? Are we good? Are we good? So yeah, guys, hit the like button when you come in. You lot try to sneak up on me. Say something. Greet me now, man. Cha. Greet me now, man. Yeah, to come because I got this really cool message from the angels, and it was the night of the 18th of this month. Now, let me do the build up. Let me do a little backstory. Yeah, so I would say from the build up of the full moon last week, I was going through a dark night of the soul. Was you? Because I was. I was going through an epic dark night of the soul, and I was enjoying it. Oh my God. I relished in it. Some would say, oh, you enjoyed it. That wasn't the dark night of the soul. I know what the dark night of the soul is. Trust and believe me. And this one felt good. It felt good because I cried. You know that it was more than an ugly cry. It was a silent wail. You ever cried like that before? Where it's so heartfelt, but there's nothing coming out of your mouth. The tears are just streaming. It was very beautiful. It was a very beautiful purge. A very beautiful dark night of the soul. I absolutely enjoyed myself, knowing that everything that I was purging over those days, building up to the full moon, including the day of and about, everything that I was purging was to never be seen again. So trust and believe I was enjoying myself. You don't just say anything. You know, you're making me show my gaps in my teeth and everything. You don't just say anything. It was a nice roundabout compliment still. I'm not going to lie. It was crazy. Anyway, y'all. So if you were going through a dark night of the soul in the last, and it didn't just start at that week building up to the full moon. It was like it was a slow burn I'm telling you, from the Lion's Gate. It was a slow burn. And honestly, I know this is a really crazy analogy, yeah, but One thing about me, yeah, I love a lamb. I love a leg of lamb. I haven't had one for years, but I love a leg of lamb. And the reason why I haven't had one for years, even though now I eat meat, right, is because I haven't got an oven. And I can't slow cook it. Like 5 hours, season that down and slow cook that leg of lamb until when you pull it out of that oven, you pick up the bone and everything just flops off. That's what this Dark Night of the Soul was like. It was such a slow burn, but when you came out the oven and you held up the bone, everything just dropped off. Just slid off the bone. That's what this Dark Night of the Soul that we've just experienced was exactly like. And at the end of it, we needed like a confirmation to say, okay, this one is over with. There might be another one, but you know what? I can't see what I'll be purging, if that makes sense. It would have to be, the triggers would have to be from experiences anew. It couldn't be nothing that I've already done. Do you get it? So, at the end of this epic Dark Night of the Soul that we've had for the last, I don't know, 4 months, what are we now, 4 months, even maybe even before that. It could have been years long. It could have been, but this, you know, Dark Night of the Soul, they'll come and they go, they come and they go, they come and they go in waves. This particular one was like I said, it was like a slow burn, man. It's a slow burn. It wasn't as aggressive as it could have been, but it was a slow burn. And at the end of it, because there was an end, we are at, I don't know about y'all, because you get me, but I'm assuming at the end of it, I got confirmation through music. Now, I live in a very interesting space, yeah? Do you see this little grey patch here? You guys, look at this. It's epic! It's epic! I was so going to diet the other day, but then I saw this, I was like, oh, it's happening! It's happening! Anyway, you lot. I live in a I have very interesting neighbours. And the apartment next door to me is occupied by a number of people, in and out. And got turnover like maybe every 3 months we get a new person. Private owned, by the way. So every 3 months we get a new person. I've heard, I'll tell you who I think these people are at the end, but anyway, boom. So I've heard really strange things through the walls over the years, but no stranger than, hi Heather, no stranger than what I heard on the night of the 18th. Now, I have never heard my neighbours play music. Hey Jack! No. No stranger than the night of the 18th. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. I was ready for bed. I got in the bed and I started praying. And I was aware that there was music playing, but it didn't seem to bother me. Thanks, Jack. I will. So, hey, Yvette. I definitely felt like whatever I could hear through the music, Jack just disturbed my soul, but in a good way. Yeah. So, yeah, where was I? The music. So the music was playing. So I did my prayers and I got to the end of it and I felt good. I felt protected. I felt ready to sleep. And then obviously I tune into the music and I can hear Gladys Knight and the Pips singing Midnight Train to Georgia. Now, my first initial thought was of my mother, because I remember that album, that song used to play often in the house. I felt a little bit sad, but then at the same time, I felt really, hi El Cornejo. I felt really at peace with everything. So I listened to that song, and it just warmed up my heart. It was such a, I loved the song. I loved Gladys Knight's voice is special, yeah. She's got this beautiful rasp in it that always touches my soul. So don't lie, Leah. That's why I love coming on here to share. That's why I love coming on here to share. So anyway, and then she said, I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. And I thought to myself, hi, Dolce. I thought to myself, you know what? Yes. Hey, Amber. Amber. Babe. How are you, girl? Girl, I dropped all the way off, but I'm back. It took a minute. So much, girl. Oh, as whole. Okay. El Conejo. I love it so much. So, so wonderful. Okay. Um, so she said, I'd rather live in his world, him in mine. And I said, yeah. I'd rather without him in mine. I'd rather live in your world than gonna come out of my world and I'm gonna come into yours. And I'm talking about the Most High. And I said, yo, I've never tried that before. I've always invited the Most High into my world, but I've never left my world to enter the world of the Most High. Do you catch it? Are you catching it? Are you catching it? Because that's why I have to come to you lot. Because I've been thinking about it. This is the first time I even came to that. I was just like, rotted. I've never done that. I've always said, come into my world and expand my world. But I've never said, let me leave my world and come into yours. What's that like? What's that feel like? So that was message number 1. And then the next song that played was Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. Can you believe it? As I'm falling asleep on the final day of Pluto being in Capricorn, and as a cardinal, double cardinal, I was like, listen to the angels. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying to you, Rue girl. And they're saying, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Me, I choose a wonderful world. From the most smallest things like the bluest of sky conclusion, I choose this beauty. Am I back? C Jackson 5. Put a donation in there, I might do it. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Put that donation, I might do it. So yeah, I know I'm back now. I was about to jump onto a different connection. Yeah. Leaves of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, What a wonderful world. Hey, Marco. I choose. So as I was saying, a couple people came to me and said, yeah, war broke out. Missile drop on Ukraine drop missile on Uncle Vlad. I said, is it? I said, is it? I said, I'm just talking to you, Marco. So I said, is it? I said, no, man, that's not in my world. I said, furthermore, war's been broke out from how long now? We've been in it. And I'm just not choosing it. Or I'm choosing to fight in a different way. And then when he told me that, I was just like, nah, I'm just not choosing it. I'm not choosing it. I'm not choosing it for my world. You get it? Just no. Absolutely not. Let me focus on something else. So, yeah. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And the third song, third but not finally least, before I fell asleep, it was the last song that I heard, was the Commodores. Stuck on you. I got a feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Girl, I'm on my way. That one, yeah. So what did I get from that song? I got a feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. I got a feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. It's just not my portion. I'm not choosing that. I know though. I just can't lose at this point. How can I? How can you? So to me, this is the other side. This is the other side, man. We made it. We're on the other side. You know, they always say, you know, this is it. This is the other side. Because what else is it? Feels good, looks good. Do you get me? It feels different. Am I lying? It feels different. It feels good. It feels good. So those are your messages from the angels. They say, I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. Because it's a beautiful world. And I got a feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. That's the message. Do you not even need cards? I just bought them because, you get me, we might have needed them. I don't know. Heroes tea. I don't know. Shit. So yeah, that's the message. That's the message. I'm going to leave it there, you know. I'm not going to pull a card because, what for? That's the message. I'd rather live in his world, the Most High, than live without him in mine. So I'm going to leave my world, you know, and I'm going to go and live in the world of the Most High because I heard that it's a beautiful world. I heard that it's a beautiful world. And then I got a feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. So I'm going. I have access. I have the access codes now to get there. All that work, all that purging, all that releasing. All that healing. I've got the access codes. We can all go. You just got to know that you got the access codes. The message was clear from the angels. And if it was just for me, then it would have been just for me. But clearly it's not because I'm here with you lot. So it's all about message. That's it. That's the message on this 1111 portal. I really like it. I really like it. Look, I'm out. I love you lot too much. And I'll see you soon.